All right, what is up, everybody? Keith Jameson, Go Big Guy 231 across the DFS industry, and we have made it through the first two, what's called game weeks. I don't know like the proper terms, legs, whatever you want to say, of the World Cup. This is my favorite time, not only for DFS but of World Cup, where we've got both groups for the third games, I should say, where we got both groups games played at the same times, so that teams can't throw games or try to change how they're playing based on the other results. A lot of times the teams will just won't even have the score where the players can see it, unless like the manager gets like paged down, like, hey, we really got to push for it. A draw is not going to be good here. We got to go for it, that type of thing. So it's really awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you guys did well today. I think, kind of where we were directed at in terms of like plays, in terms of Bruno, where it was really, really high on Bruno. Son did very well. And who was the other one? Oh, Rafinha. All those gave you a really good start. So hope you did well today. Quick reminder, if you enjoy these videos, like, subscribe, comment. Let's just jump right into it. We got 4 games as opposed to 3 normally. So let's start with the first games at 10 a.m. That's the other exciting thing. I know Storm, my partner for World Cup, is very excited. He lives on the West Coast and is very excited to not have the 4 a.m. lineups, 5 a.m. kickoff. So he's really looking forward to the 10. So let's go ahead and start out. Ecuador and Senegal. So let me just say this about the group, and then I'll go to each game. So Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands all could use wins here. They're all going to be going for it to advance. Qatar is eliminated. Netherlands has the inside track of winning the group with a win here. They're the biggest favorite in the state at -455. So let's actually start there. Gakpo, who we've all been huge on the entire tournament as a breakout, has been showing that. He's a lock. Memphis is supposed to start, but Gakpo took the corner when both were in. I would assume it's Gakpo over Memphis. Gakpo also should not have a minutes limit. Nothing's come out in Memphis as I'm taping this at 4:15, unless I missed it. But I think that I'm Gakpo over Memphis. GPP, you can play both. Qatar has looked really, really, really woeful defensively, in possession, out of possession, no matter how they play. They've looked bad. That being said, they don't really want to have their only World Cup ever leave without any semblance of like a win, a point, or anything like that. So I really think Qatar's going to be going for it. So, everybody's going to be on Netherlands as the biggest favorite. So I don't think it's the worst idea to maybe go a little light on them for GPP. But in cash, I think you're starting with Gakpo. You make a decision on Memphis. I would not blame anybody for going there. Memphis, when he's healthy, takes all of Netherlands' set pieces, takes their PKs. He's just like one of the more unreal international players out there. He's just been hampered, has not looked good when he's subbed in, so it's hard to spend that much money, that much cap on him. He's the most expensive player on the slate. I think Dumfries is a really interesting look on mid-5Ks as a wingback. I've been surprised he hasn't really gotten involved in the scoring so far. Wouldn't be surprised if that goes off. I heard Berghuis is in for Koopmeiners. He's a little expensive, but a decent player. I'm assuming Blend will still be his left wing back. He's okay. I'm a little salty because he did really bad last game, and maybe not cash is a big result. Noppert and goal. I don't think there's really many. Frankie de Jong has been one of the best midfielders in the tournament. I don't really think there's anybody wrong. You can go on the Netherlands side of things. Just know in GPP there's going to be a lot of ownership there, so maybe it's a good place to get off. Nobody in Qatar I want to attack. Afif is their set piece guy, but I just don't think on this 4-game slate this is anything you touch. Ecuador and Senegal. Ecuador is +137. Again, both teams need to go for it. Ecuador, Estupiñán was absolutely awesome. He was exactly what we expected the first game from him. So I am back on Estupiñán here. He's like mid-6Ks, midfield eligible. It'd be really cool if he was defender, but I think he's a really nice play. He split sets with Plata, also in play, very talented player. I think, Valencia for GPP is fine. I have no idea how to gauge his ownership because he's been so good. He is goal dependent. And just with the options, with the Netherlands options, with English options, with US options, there's just a lot of guys I want to play. I don't really think I get to Valencia that easily, but he's viable, if nothing else. We should just say that. He's viable. I think that's going to do it for Ecuador. I just can't, I don't want to like lock too much up with them. That's the big thing in the stagger state. I'll talk to that after Senegal. For Senegal, 2 plays that I want to highlight for cash. Idrissa Gueye and Jacobs are splitting sets. Jacobs is defender eligible, 4,600. Also gives you a little bit of open play value too. I think both of them are really solid for salary savers. And then Sar or any of the forwards, for GPP are fine. I don't think either of them are really big cash options. Let's just real quickly go over staggered slate strategy real fast. It's the most common thing that we're getting in the FSI chat. And I'll just say, I'm trying to think the right way to say it. This is going to be a lot easier tomorrow than it has been so far. And the reason why is it's been hard in that second game to necessarily know when you need to pivot. Today, I messed up it was only like a $50 head-to-head, but I messed it up bad. I thought the guy was definitely going to have Bruno, a really established cash player. So I'm like, there's no way he doesn't have Bruno. So I switched to Vinny Jr. thinking I needed leverage, only to find out he did. He played Vinny Jr. and I switched off what would have been a winning line. And I did that because he had IU to start out, who had a great game, and I thought I was chasing. So I overreacted. But typically, if you have a dud from a middle to high price player, with the way, and if they're not like super owned, if they're not going to be 80-90% owned, more often than not, you need to look at the rest of your lineup and go, if everybody else is going to have him, and the guy that I just, I had a big flop from an 8K 40% owned guy, well then I'm chasing. I need something to happen. I need a high owned player to flop so that everybody else can come back to me, or I need a low owned guy to go off. And if I'm looking up and down my lineup and I just go, look, everybody else I have is pretty chalky, is pretty obvious plays, or set piece takers, or big favorites, that type of thing, I'm not going to gain when they do well if the people that don't have the flop have those guys too. So I need to change up. So that's when you need to change up, is when you see that there's faults in your lineup. You know that the guys that you have, people are also going to have. And it's not like if they do well, I'm not overtaking anybody. I'm just still just as far behind as I was before. So that's the strategy when you're late swapping, just to make sure you need to be like overtaking people. And it's because you're behind in terms of what your guys have done. Hope that makes sense. All right, second set of games. England, most likely going to go through a draw here, and they are through. There's just no England, they don't even need a win really at this point, but there's no reason for them not to win. And then USA needs a win to go through. If USA draws, Iran will go through. Wales is pretty much done. And I'm like just looking at the tables. I didn't read enough of that, but to know all the integral things, just know everybody's still going to be playing for stuff. England might rotate a little bit. We've heard rumors that Bellingham is going to be out for Jordan Henderson because Gareth Southgate is a madman. I don't know why he would do that, but anyhow. And the USA and Iran are all going to play. They're playing for all the marbles, so to speak. So, yeah, that's how that's going to look. Let's start with England and Wales. England's best plays. Here, I guess the first thing we know about England. England can get really, really, really boring, okay? And I think Wales is going to lock down, try to just, similar to game plan that USA just did, just not give them a lot of space. And at that point, England really struggles because the way that they're shaped and the way that Southgate has them play, it's just not it's not DFS friendly. The only guys that end up becoming DFS friendly at all are the fullbacks, who also get set pieces. So Trippier and Shaw are the guys I want. Harry Kane is really struggling this tournament. I know he didn't have, I don't know if he registered a shot for the USA. If he did, I don't know if he did it at the beginning. So he had one shot in 2 games this tournament. That's possibly going to should more than likely even itself out. Harry Kane's a great striker, but I'm not rushing them here. I've got great forward options. I already went over Gakpo. I have Memphis, and then I have Pulisic from the USA who takes all the sets. So I'm not needing a forward, so to speak. So it's outside of GPP. If you think that England's going to crush, I really don't see playing Kane here. Saka's fine. It'll be interesting if Saka gives way to Foden, who can't get on the field, or if he gives way to Grealish. And then if Mount's position is up for grabs. It doesn't seem like it would be, but if not, I know that Mason Mount gets a lot of flack. That said, he's only 5,200, so he has 7.2 and 6.5 floor points. I mean, as an attacking favorite for minus 250 team, it's not crazy. But, you know, everybody's giving him such flack and Southgate such flack. You know, it's tougher to go there. So Tripp and Shaw are the best cash plays. Anybody else for England, I would consider GPP. Just watch for that lineup to come out. Again, utilize the utility spot to your advantage. For the Wales side of thing, I don't think you're taking anybody here, but if you did, you know, Bale's always lies for a goal. Wilson and Ramsey are splitting sets. It looks like Daniel James is out of the team. USA, Pulisic is going to be a lock and load, 9,000. Go USA. I believe that we can win. God, I'm pumped. I'm not moving from the couch from 2 o'clock on. Or is it 3 o'clock? I don't remember what time it is. I told my wife, nobody bug me. Sacred time. Let's go USA. I think that the starting lineup is going to be Pulisic, Sargent. I don't think that all of a sudden he's going to bring Ferreira. I don't think Haji Wright did anything to win the job. And I cannot imagine that they're going to do Weah. It's really a bit disappointing that they don't try to get creative in terms of using Aronson or Gio Reyna. Seems like Gio Reyna and Berhalter, something happened there. It just sucks. Just hopefully they can all come through. I think Anthony Robinson of the two fullbacks is my favorite in terms of attacking. Weston McKennie's live for a goal, but fitness seems to be an issue with him right now. He's just not being able to play 90. Tyler Adams gives you nothing DFS-wise. Musa, you know, random shot or two, but I don't like the USA. Like the cool part of the USA is it's very easy to target who you're going to target. It's the two wingers, so it's Weah and Pulisic, and then it's the fullbacks, Dest and Robinson. And then Matt Turner should be very live here. Iran is scoring pretty well. I'll go over there in a minute, but they have some good attackers. But, you know, I think if the USA wins, it's not like a 3-1 type of contest. I mean, USA is, you know, winning recipe is 1-0 here. So I think Turner is live as well. For Iran, Taremi is their best player. Really good attacker for Porto. If you don't know him, he's definitely the guy that we want to watch. And, you know, as USA fans, we hope it doesn't burn us. Galazida, I'm sure I butchered his name, or Yahakenbosh, I think I actually didn't butcher that bad, are likely the two set takers if they're in. If not, Haji Safi, who's the team captain, he's defender eligible, 4,800, also takes sets. Those would be the Iran options. So hope this helps. I hope that strategy helped as well. Really looking forward to tomorrow. Really looking for the next few days. Should be really exciting. Again, if you enjoyed these videos, like, subscribe, comment. I really do appreciate it. As you guys, if you're wondering like why there's not too much speed going on or anything, I got to my destination quick and it was just talking and I just started circling. So that's what happens when you do previews on your phone in a car and you don't want to do any sort of editing when you get home and upload. You just circle. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching these videos. Thank you for all the support all this time. With that, I'll say good luck and see you.